Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back to some more of Let's Play Lufia 2. Last time we left off, we got to this here town, and there was a strange flute noise. What's going on in this house? My dream is to become a big inventor like Lexus. Lexus? You don't know? The genius inventor of the century. Should be in Tree Duel east of here, but he's so busy. I tried to see him a couple of times, but never got to. That's the only interesting piece of information we really get in this whole town. Lexus, a name to keep in mind for later on. So anyhow, we're supposed to be heading north towards this tower, but first, you can come in this direction and apparently get attacked by giant flowers. Well, you may have noticed in the top right corner there was a tiny village, and you're not supposed to go there yet because the story hasn't led us in that direction, but you can go there and get some better equipment if you have the money. If not, it's not a big deal. The dungeon or tower I should say, not dungeon, the tower we're going into is not that hard to get through with the equipment that we have right now, and you should be fine. If you want to do some level grinding here though and get some money in the process, more power to you. Certainly, as you can tell, there are a lot of flowers to be killed. You've got to imagine in a world like this, you've really got some severe problems with traveling around and trade routes with all these monsters everywhere. I mean, it seems like that would be a big hassle. Anyhow, here we are on the Tower of Sacrifice, and we're immediately attacked by a flying dragon. Two of them, with spears. Tower of Sacrifice. Sacrifice, virgins. Oh, we gotta save our women's. This doesn't sound too good. But anyhow, everything in here goes down pretty easily. Can't say that we have too many problems. And I've got to change up my order. I've realized that I have people out of order, and while this will make Johnny not as proficient of a fighter, and Decker is at a lower level, so maybe he shouldn't be in the front row, but oh well, it makes sense because Johnny can use magic. And speaking of magic, holy crap! Look at that! It's some sort of a egg with a chicken face and a flaming mohawk, I'm gonna say. Anyhow, it's dead now. Thank goodness that abomination is dealt with swiftly. More Dragonians. Dragonians, those sound like a real race. That sounds like something that would be in Skyrim or something. Some sort of a dragon race with shields and spears, and they fly around, and hopefully they wouldn't look as 16-bit and as comedic as they do in this. But anyhow, we can handle this with no problem. As you can see, I kind of got Decker up a couple of levels. I was in the overworld getting some money so I could get the better weapons from that other town. I should mention that I did go to that other town and actually get the weapons, but like I said, you don't need to. The gimmick for this dungeon, as you may have just noticed right there, are those little black balls. And if you get in front of them, they will push you down in whatever direction they are looking. So keep that in mind. That first one you can simply go around, but we're going to run into some others later on. There's another one of these flaming egg bird heads. You can just swing your sword around and he'll get away from you. And here's our next puzzle involving those little black things. Hit the two switches and the pillars go down. But if you cross through the black guys, then the pillars go back up. What do you do? Well, we've got a wall here that we can bomb. So we'll grab our trusty old bomb, swing the sword a few times, blow up that wall. Stands no chance to the bomb. You know, rinse and repeat. Grab our hook shot. Go on by. Now we can push the two buttons. Go back the other way. Oop, avoid flaming chicken head. He's chasing us. He's chasing us. Go down the other way and you are safely through another puzzle solved by Johnny the Fighter. Oh my gosh. We are being totally mugged here. Two monsters at once seemingly. No problem though. We're going to also be getting a very awesome bonus while we're in this dungeon. SW2KX, you asked what the final evolution of your capsule monster looked like, and, well, you're about to find out, and I guess I'll point that out when we get there. But in this dungeon, you can get you get your chance to have your first fully evolved monster, which is extremely useful, especially since the fire type Blaze, as his default name is, very useful throughout the entire game. So this is definitely something you do not want to pass up, and there are different fruits for each of the, is it 6 capsule monsters? Or 8 of them? I can't even remember now. Anyhow, it doesn't really matter at this moment. You have to defeat each of them a fruit to evolve them, and the fruits can sometimes be very easy to find, sometimes very difficult to find. It all depends. And you're going to want to get to it by going this route, which would otherwise lead you to a dead end. Well, it actually leads you to something else, but worry about that after we get through these undead samurai warriors. Did you see him ninja me there? He just like jumped to the right and then came down and got me from the side. Man, They're quick ones. They are the equivalent of the horse enemy in this area, I suppose, that likes to jump at you and cause you to have to fight it every single time. I was thinking about cutting out some battles here, which I'll probably do in future episodes if it runs way too long, but you know, I do a lot of my grinding off screen if I have to do any grinding. I haven't had to do any for a while, but you know, and I'll point out new monsters to you as they come most of the time, especially if they're worthwhile, like those crazy chicken flaming egg head things. I guess I should just call them pugs like they're supposed to be called, but I think I can come up with something a little bit more silly than that. So you go down here. This is the real reason to go this route, is that you get the Narcissus key, and then you notice that these pillars look a little damaged there, and you may have noticed on the floor above us there was no way to get through. But oh ho ho! Using our creative bombing skills, we can drop those pillars, which drops the wall that was previously above us as it falls down. Make our way back up. Escape through here. Drones and these crazy. You'd think that a weird spellcasting ghoul thing that teleports everywhere would get the jump on us, but so far we're 2 for 2 with getting the jump on them, and they're really not that difficult as long as you can manage to do that. Otherwise, they're probably just another enemy. So this is an interesting part, because you think you're just here to get the ice ring, but the real treasure is that octopus. Cue the Benny Hill music. If I had it, I would totally put it in there. But he's also one of those enemies that tries to evade you, and he's evading you for a reason, because... Oh, I need an arrow here. Yes, come on, be able to... Ah, damn it, now he's moving again. Oh, we're gonna get you. Haha! Alright, so we got the octopus, known in this game as the evil fish, and oh, one flame punch took him out. We didn't get the drop though this time. What we're looking for is a special item drop from him, called the charm fruit. And the charm fruit, which is actually surprisingly common, is what we will feed to SW2KX to evolve him into his final form. And you definitely want to go out of your way to do this, but it's something that kind of has to be pointed out to you, because I think there's only one other time in this entire tower where you run into that octopus enemy. There's the charm fruit right there, nice. And unless you've fought a few of them and you get this, then you won't even know it's here. You know, the items that evolve your capsule monsters are very well hidden. Now, so what you want to do is drop him down to his 3rd evolution, which is also something that's kind of vague and you wouldn't really think to do. But drop him down to his 3rd evolution, and then feed him the charm fruit, and we get... Dun 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 dun! The Phoenix, rising from the ashes, the Firebird, and he is a destroyer amongst, I don't know, allies? I don't know where I was going with that, but he is very, very strong, obviously, as you would imagine. He's the final evolution, so you're going to want to use him. But, well, you're going to want to use him a lot. It only makes sense. But there's also another capsule monster bonus in here. Oh, here's Burning Rain, which is the same graphic as Spark, but it's definitely a bit more powerful than Spark would be at this point in the game. Later on in here, we're going to get to him pretty soon, I think, is our 4th capsule monster. And it's been a long time since we got a capsule monster. We're pretty much overdue for one at this point. Oh, more Tower of Sacrifice. Oh, geez, we're going to fight the samurai guy, I suppose. Surprise attack, come on. I saw him coming from a mile away. I was even cautious when I approached him. The Uchi warrior. The Uchi warrior. The greatest of all the samurai warriors throughout Japan. Anyhow, that's that. Now let's see if we can dodge this snail. Woo! Use our key, and we get another unnecessary puzzle of ridiculousness. So as you can see, one facing down, one facing to the right. Push this block over here. That other block completely unnecessary. I don't know why it's there. Maybe just to throw you off. Hit the switch. Hit the button. Those 2 guards will go in their place. I don't know why they have to, but anyhow, move on through and go up the stairs. And we are up to the 4th floor now. And go through this room, and boom! We have our 4th capsule monster, Hard Hat. And in thinking what I'm going to name him after, I thought of my good friend G. Genrei, who has named me after a character in his Secret of Mana LP. So, G. Genrei, I hope you're watching, because this one's for you. Unfortunately, I don't have enough spaces to put your full name, but there you go. And we'll start using him after we get out of this tower. We'll probably get him up to his 4th evolution pretty quickly. But I'm out of time, guys, so thank you so much for watching. This has been the Johnny Cage. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you have not, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.